Welcome back to +2 on Blog. I have dragged Doggy Sandwich from the crowd.
No, you haven't. I'm out of here.
No, you sit back down.
What do you mean sit down?
I haven't seen Doggy in a while, and he's going to be accompanying me today for the one game of Strive we have.
Oh, man. Are we going to survive? That's the real question.
I mean, are we going to strive?
Strive to survive. We have to. It's kind of funny. Like you said, like everybody's been saying, they haven't seen me while I'm elbows off the table. It's kind of rude for myself. But it's kind of funny. I find this kind of ironic that you asked me to do this because in the past 30 days, if I had like my stats for what I've been playing in the past 30 days, this is literally the fighting game that I've played the most in the past 30 days. Now ask me how much I played.
How much have you played?
I've played roughly 45 minutes yesterday when I was passing judgment.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What did you? So was that some training mode?
Yes, because I mean that's really all I've done pretty much this year. But yeah, I was passing judgment on the newly released Elfelt Valentine.
I remember when I first asked for your opinion, you were much more. How should I say?
No, I was not about that.
Yeah.
Still not entirely about it, but I'm far more tolerable now that I've actually sat down and looked at what's happening in training mode. And I honestly might turn the game on. Like, I'm compelled to turn the game on again. So this could be what gets me to show up more than I have been lately. But like I always like to say, I could drone on about myself all I want to. It's not about me. It's not about us. It is about, is this round-robin grand finals? Round robin grand finals. Cool.
There's just one match.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, round robin grand finals.
Yes. It's might as well be a money match.
Hey.
The big money match. Yeah.
Hey. And you know, there's a little interest for you. I see biking out there. You know, heralded Sam Show character.
I hate you. I regret inviting you to the stable.
People, Febreze, Zohma. Zohma has been kind of hot here today, right? Just got second in KOF.
He did barely well.
Okay.
He could have potentially won. He really was on his game, but was not quite as clutch as Silvera. But in this game, let's see how he do. Zohma ahead of lethal Febreze,
Right?
Barely. Pretty close.
Catching a little bit of whip, doesn't really have the range for it. RC, the yeoman, in response, just to hold on to the space. Zohma with a push. Catching a little bit of movement.
He actually used the mechanic that gave her. Anytime I've ever seen that, it's been in not for her benefit.
A rare footage, right?
Yeah, rare footage of Viking using the tether correctly.
Here's Zohma looking for a jump. Lethal thing on the ground, though. This time getting flipped out of the skies, getting shoved back to the corner. Still can't find an escape. Shut down again.
Spends the bar to continue the pressure, but gets tanked.
And see, a little bit of the adjustment there. Zohma was constantly looking for Lethal in the air, but Lethal staying on the ground was able to get out, a bit of a scramble, get some space as well with the anti-air 6P. Couldn't find a second one, though.
Oh, he blocks the YRC, but immediately burst away.
Right, needed to just to try to stay alive in this game. Still can't find an opening, though. But this is the first time that Lethal's had an offensive throughout the entire game. Finds an anti-air. Zohma was landing on the, I believe that's close set, landing on the hair. Good enough. Gets the wall break. Needs one more. And can't find it with the fadeaway.
Jump back. Slash. That button is a menace in Samurai Showdown, by the way.
Looks like it's still pretty potent in the origin of Strive. Zohma with the first one to go into game 2.
This pressure.
You see
Use the tether again.
Right, you see Lethal, after getting tagged a couple times trying to press, getting hit a couple times trying to move, is really more compliant. Gets out of the corner, though, and gets the burst out of Zohma. So even though he got tagged a little bit, the defense has paid off for now.
I feel like Lethal's biggest weakness currently is he's not taking his turn when he needs to.
Right.
Not really picking the gas, but he lands a good throw, but he's thrown back on his own Oki.
Yeah, I was going to say, to be fair, like, Lethal has played this whole match so far on the defensive end, which is what Millie doesn't want to do. Like, there's been a little bit of neutral, hasn't really won there, but has spent so much time under the reins of Zohma. Again, getting picked out of the skies with a fadeaway JS. So, like, it's just really hard for Lethal to get any stand. But here we go. With the disc. Dang. Good block on the pad. Boom. had the lights out for that one. Zohma. There's a Zohma.
Unfortunately, most of Lethal's bar has gone to defensive YRC as well.
Yeah, I think that's where all of his meters gone to. Haven't seen any Romans. I mean, we haven't seen any overdrives or anything. So yeah, like you're saying, all the resources have been spent trying to keep the ship afloat, and it's been sunk twice so far.
This character is a very speedy character, and Lethal just needs to focus more on using the movement to begin the offense, but can't quite find their way in. There we go.
What's happening?
But not quite as concise. Like
it's the range. Again, the range in the range is over. Like, just hasn't been able to get away. This has been different though. Gets an overhead. Still needs one more, but
the parry.
Right. And Zohma doesn't get out of the corner, but takes the tether one more time to keep Lethal close.
YRC again.
That's the third one or the fourth one?
Lands the counter though. That's good.
We're close. With the meter.
Gets
wall break. Hey!
First round.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go. Turn it around. Good adjustments.
Need a couple more. Using the rolls to stay out of the range. Here it is. From the tatami mat. Gets the tick. Tried to get down in time to get away from there, but just couldn't make it. You know, the tide has got to turn a little bit since we're talking about the neutral. That's the second time that Zohma has gone to the burst just to try to keep stability and keep Lethal off. So here's Lethal again.
He's got a lot of bar. He can use this offensively, he feels like. I don't know if he will. There we go.
Asking you shall receive. Second one.
Ooh. Knocks him out of his blue RC.
Oh, and Zohma able to keep Lethal contained with the anti-air to start this off. Gets another conversion with the overhead and down to possibly the last round of the turn.
It's unfortunate, but yeah, you can't really know when Yozaki's coming out.
And that's like a fourth of a life. We're trying to run it, possibly first ball. We're trying to flinch it immediately off of the burst. This corner is not looking good, and there's another one.
That's not a real, I don't think that's plus, right? He should be able to swing back.
Well, that life bar disagrees with your statement, sir.
Oh my God.
The game state disagrees with your statement.
I promise you, I feel like he's just not taking his turn back when he needs to.
You can say that, but again, with Zohma taking this 3-1-3, Zohma taking this very convincingly, like, you can say that there are gaps. I mean, there presumably are, because it's not like biking or really anybody just gets to run free reign, whatever. But again, think back to how things were looking in the beginning, where Lethal was like really content to try to move, got clipped a couple times. I can't remember specifically how many buttons there were, but I want to say there was like one, right? And so getting taken off of the movement, taken off the button, you're just waiting for like some big commitment, and it just never came to fruition. So what does that roughly translate to Zohma? Shut down all the options and got to pick apart Lethal's defenses at free will.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It really doesn't seem like Lethal was comfortable with that matchup.
Nope.
At all.
I mean, I ain't even gonna say that lightly. That was game 2, game 3. There was a little bit of the Lethal show. There was a little bit of light. That was a hope spot that they say in wrestling, but that got shut down real quick.
Yeah. No. It was like for a moment there, he used his resources aggressively, but it didn't really quite pan out the way he needed them to. But that's the end of Strive.
Hey.
And I guess we're moving on to 6. We're moving on to 6.
6.
You know, the newest Street Fighter installment that I enjoy and I can now be around.
Wow. You're just going to put it on the table like that, huh?
Oh, it's on the table.
Just with
just like my arcade stick.
Your 4 stick, huh?
My 4 arcade stick.
I mean, if you flip the numbers around, you still get a 6 on there.
It's true.
With the Roman numerals and everything.
I would have to, well, I mean, it would be a V upside down wouldn't be right.
I mean, if you flip it upside down, but if you flip it, horizontally.
Yeah, I guess that would work.
Hey.
I guess that would work.
The question is, do you want to talk to me right now or not?
I'll talk to Dogi for a little bit.
Oh, no, I did this to myself. Kara, why would you do this to me? You're supposed to just – no.